Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, October 3rd, 24th day of Tishrei. Here we go. Hope you had a very, very meaningful Sukkot and Shmini Atzeres and Simchas Torah. Our laws must continue now. First of all, there is no Tachnun. It's called Isruchag, the day after Sukkot, and so you won't be saying Tachanun on Wednesday. Other things to note. You now have a Lulav and the four species basically in your hand, and you might want to know what to do with them. So we don't like to take mitzvah items and just discard them. We like to say that once something was used for a mitzvah, let's try to continue to have it used for a mitzvah. So as far as your Lulav and your Hadassim and Aravos, they have one more mitzvah potential in them, and that is that you can leave them somewhere safe and honorable such that they could dry for 6 months or so, and then about 6 or 7 months from now, when it is Erev Pesach, we can continue with using our Lulav Hadassim and Aravos for a mitzvah by putting them into the fire and fueling the fire that burns the chametz on the day before Pesach. That way, a mitzvah item in its final moment is used also for a mitzvah, as your dried lulav fuels the fire of the burning of your chametz on the day before Pesach. A non-halachic note is just that you should at that point take the lulav out of the bag and not burn the plastic of the bag. That's kind of poisonous, but just the lulav itself should be placed into the fire, and that way you'll be doing a final mitzvah with your lulav and your hadassim and aravos. As far as the esrog, you can make a useful use. Excuse that bad grammar. You can make use of your esrog by having it be consumed by humans. Consumption by humans is a very honorable thing that keeps us alive to do our continued mitzvahs. So you can scoop out the inside of an esrog and turn it, and there's no, you don't have to feel bad doing that. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm eating my esrog. You're totally allowed to, and that way it's a mitzvah. It's sustaining a human, and it could be made into a kind of jelly with sugar. And just check your recipes carefully. That is one of the things that you can do with an esrog. Another thing is that there are people who know how to turn it into esrog liqueur. I've tasted some and it's delicious. But you have to know how to do that. And if you do that, you're also making a good, proper use out of your esrog. One more thing. There's something fascinating about an esrog. I don't know any other fruit that does this, and that is an esrog. When you just leave it alone, it ages and ages and it doesn't rot. It gets harder. Most fruits get soft as they rot, and they get smelly and ruined. An esrog retains its beautiful scent for years and years, and it doesn't rot for years and years. And some people like to use it for Havdalah. Some people put little pokes of cloves around it to keep it fresh smelling, but it has its own beautiful smell. And you can retain that for years. And it shows, by the way, it is symbolic of the Jewish people that has this tremendous tenacity to age and yet stay strong forever, thank God, with God's help. And you can just keep an esrog on display, and nothing wrong with that, just to show the aging beauty of an esrog. Some people even will put it in their sukkah the following year. Just some suggestions. They're not all law, but just to throw them in the trash, you can do better than that. You really can. After they're dried out, you don't have to feel so guilty about doing that, but still, it's best to try to end them in some form of mitzvah like that. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.